So hi everybody, welcome to Surf Neat. This is Happy Hour. I'm here with Nathan Key.
Hey guys.
Really, we're going to be talking about your first fight.
It's an exciting story about my first Muay Thai fight, first Muay Thai tournament.
Okay, so before we get into that question, what is your favorite type of alcohol?
Favorite and least favorite is Jaeger.
Okay.
At the same time.
Why least favorite?
Oh, because it'll get you.
Yeah. What about kind of mixed drink? What kind of mixed drinks do you like?
I used to like the Red Bull and vodkas, and then I've been straying away from those, and a nice bourbon. You get a nice rock bourbon, maybe a little bit of ginger ale in the bourbon.
Okay.
Just like takes some of the edge off of it. But trying to refine my taste as I get older.
I got you. Definitely need you on the show to try some of the stuff out that we tried. Your first Muay Thai fight. Let's talk about that a little bit, and I'll let you get into the story and how. But were you nervous the first time? Was that your first professional fight?
It was an amateur fight. It was at a kickboxing tournament. I'd been doing kickboxing for a while.
Okay.
And the rule styles has evolved to where Muay Thai was like the big famous thing. So we trained up for it, and there was a tournament in Orlando. It's the IKF World Championships, and that was going to be my first try at it. So
Okay.
it's going to be an exciting trip.
All right. So we have that coming out. Also, we have a video of that fight. We'll link it down below. But I'll let you take it from here, and yeah, go ahead and tell them about the story.
Well, it was 2011. It was the first time I did a Muay Thai tournament, and it was all the way down in Orlando. So the tournament's in July every year. My birthday is the day after the tournament, so we usually make a big trip about it. Trained really, really hard. Obviously nervous,
Right.
So trained a little extra hard. It was a lot of new techniques that I hadn't really done before: clinching, knees, throws, stuff like that. So we get down there, and of course, a guy from Canada shows up in the bracket, and he's got like 40-something fights, and he just got back from another World Championships where he got second place.
So did you know about this before you entered it, or?
Well, I'd heard he might come
Okay.
in the tournament, but he hadn't his name hadn't popped up on the registration. So I was preparing to fight somebody like that. So obviously we get there, we all weigh in. This dude's just jacked up, and then there's a couple other guys from I guess New York, and then a couple Florida guys. So obviously they put us two on different sides of the bracket, and so first guy comes up, he's from New York, from the Bronx, and that's one of the videos that I guess you'll see down there in the link. But it kind of like got the rust off because it's been a while since I had a fight. But I guess about a minute and a half into the fight, I kicked his leg, and he dropped his hand to try to catch it. So I was like, my coach John does this all the time. So I looked at his leg, and I'm waiting to kick, and then I turned it over and caught him right in the back of the head, and he just kind of
That's
folded
where
up.
the knockout counts.
Yeah. And then, dude, everybody just lost it there because there's a big crowd that comes down there every year to follow us. We had maybe 10 fighters that year. So everybody's just cheering you on the whole time. So this is really electric. So all the hype, adrenaline's rushing, getting the knockout on that guy. So I'm feeling really good about it. And then I see the other guys fight. And I was like, oh man, this guy's just a monster. He's coming straight forward the whole time and just like Ivan the Russian, just knocking everything down. It's like, geez, it's gonna be a rough one. Finals happened. My mom didn't watch the knockout fight. She was so nervous about me doing Muay Thai, and she was like, I can't do it. It's just too brutal of a sport. I'm not gonna do it. But after I knocked the guy out, she came back and she's like, okay, you know what? I can do this. I saw the video. It wasn't that bad. I'm gonna come down and watch your fight. And that was a mistake. We get in the fight. First throw of the fight, we tie up. I guess the link to the video will also be down there for the second one if you want. Tie up, and we throw each other, and I land on my elbow, and my shoulder pops out like this. And if you freeze the video, when I stand up, I can't push up off the arm, and it's like this. So like I try to like pull on it, and I'm trying to get it back in place. And then I'm trying to fight, and my first jab just kind of falls, and I was like, uh-oh. So I put the arm like this, and I start fighting. And we tie up in the clinch again, and we're talking to each other. He's like, dude, are you okay, man? That doesn't look really good. And I was like, I'm not fine at all, but we gotta keep fighting. So
that's funny.
We do a couple more tie-ups and everything, and like I probably shouldn't have told him I wasn't okay, but was like, well, it's a fight. He's gonna fight anyway. So I guess that gave him some confidence. So the first round goes back and forth. The second round comes out there. In between the first and the second round, I'm in the corner, and I'm like, oh, my shoulder, like I still can't move it a lot. And I see the doctor coming around, and John, he was like, no, man, if they see that, they're gonna stop it. So I was like, just pull it, man, just pull it. So like he does it, and he just pulls it down, and he goes, croosh, 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 and pulls back in. I'm like, all right, we're good to go. The doctor comes over, and like it's a little bit red or whatever, but it's like he's like, oh, can you do this? Can you do this? I was like, yeah, man, I got all the motions. So second round goes by. It was a little bit interesting. He probably won the second round, but comes out in the third round, and I'm like, they're just the adrenaline, the crowd's going, it's really noisy. There's about 10 seconds left, and he teabags me. So once you go down to the ground, like we fall down, and when he's getting up, he kind of just like scoots over me. So I come out the back, and I stand up, and as soon as he turns around, I nail him. Like a 3-piece, and he falls down, and the ref's like, go to the corner, it's a standing 8 count. So the standing 8 count, if you get knocked down, it's an automatic 10-8 round. So I was like, I got it. And then sure enough, as soon as the bell rings, like he goes to the center, because he was like, I didn't get knocked down. He goes to the center and starts doing push-ups. And I'm just over there in my corner, like high-fiving people, because I don't know if I won or didn't win, but it was a really close fight. And sure enough, it was a split decision. I ended up winning that one. And man, I tell you, that belt was a regular size belt, but it weighed like 3 times as much. It was solid plated. It was the most magnificent belt. It was all white, like gold plated. And it means the most. Like,
all right. Well, I also was going to ask you, like, what like belt or accomplishment means the most to you. I guess that's
one of the ones that was the hardest fight, because I guess there was the most trauma and all that. Because I got out of there and I saw my mom looking at me, and she was crying, and I was like, oh man, this is not going to turn well.
You can't have your mom cry.
Yeah, man, she was not happy about that at all. Yeah, after the fight, I had to take a moment, man. I just found a little empty corner, and I was like, I did it. Because all year they post, probably in like May, they post a picture of the belt. And like, of course, I'll take that picture, I'll download it, it'll be my screensaver. Like, these belts are magnificent. So I was like, that was my goal. Like, I wanted, because after that, it was my birthday, and then I had to go back to college. So it was like, it's a full progression. I spent my summer training, go fight, have a birthday, go back to college. And like, I got that belt, and I was so happy with it. And Chris Ohms, Coach Chris, he's the one that primarily worked with that fight. So he wrote on that, I was like, dude, please sign this for all the work. Because man, I was tossing the guy, and I was competing with him, and he is like a straight Muay Thai fighter. So I held my own, and I won the fight. And he signed it. He said, never say die. And so like, I had that framed on the belt. Just like make sure that never got washed off.
That's pretty awesome, man.
The belt's actually hanging at Old Time Tattoo and Barbershop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of gave it to them because he's always been supportive of everything. So he's like, man, can I have a belt to hang up here? And I was like, I know the perfect belt for you.
Okay, so after the fight, did you still like had a whole bunch of adrenaline? Where could you, if needed to, have another fight afterwards? Or how many fights did you have to do total for the whole competition?
I only had to do 2. It was a tournament style.
Okay. So
I had a first round bye since I was a returning champion. Of a different style, but I was the only returning champion, so they gave me a first round bye.
Okay.
So I only had 2 fights. But after that one, I got out of there, and of course, it's fine. But as soon as my heart rate went down, it just started throbbing. It was not good. I laid down, and I had one of our friends, she does massage stuff, Lisa. I had her just like standing on my back, standing on my shoulder. I was trying to like move it and do whatever. Ended up, I guess it healed naturally. I never had to have any surgery or anything.
That's good.
I guess just the adrenaline from fighting through it kind of like put itself back in place. Or something, I don't know.
I remember doing the tournament for jiu-jitsu, and that was my first and only tournament that I ever went and did. It was at at the gym. And I was so nervous. I woke up in the morning, right? And I was like, oh man, I have to have energy for this tournament, so I popped 2 Red Bulls. Probably like the worst thing I ever could have done. Because I went there and like my stomach started getting upset, and I was so nervous, and I was warming up, and as soon as I was done warming up, I was the first one, like my name was called first, I had to throw up.
Oh.
Did you have like any kind of those feelings?
Not really afterwards, a little bit, but not before, during. I'm not really the throw up type.
No. At that point, you're a little bit more used to it because you already competed some.
Yeah, the first one I was pretty nervous for.
Yeah.
But then that went so well, I guess I was just coasting into the other one, and then it just right out of the gate, man. It got me.
Now, how many belts total do you have? Because that's pretty impressive.
In that tournament, I did it for 7 years straight. So I got 7 of the IKF belts from 2006 to 2012.
Oh, wow.
2005, 2012. Yeah.
Are you thinking about doing it again?
No, I don't think I could, man, because the level of competition has went down a lot. It's a lot of people with 10, 15 fights.
Oh, okay.
So if I did, it would be kind of like sandbagging.
Oh, okay.
I would want to go to a tournament and just, it would be a lose-lose, because if I beat everybody up, then like, oh man, you should be a pro.
Right.
But if I get beat up, I'm like, oh man, you should be a pro. Like,
Right.
you get beat up by these kids.
Right. So what, are you thinking about doing something else? Are you thinking about like, what's the next step for you?
I actually have a Muay Thai fight in Cuba, May 12th.
Okay.
Hopefully all the things that are going on keep that one going, but May 12th in Cuba, they're flying me over there to have a Muay Thai fight.
Nice.
So
May 12th.
May 12th.
So we're here at Southside Martial Arts Center.
This is a great school. My friend Elizabeth and I had the great idea of doing our own thing on this side of town, since there's not much over here, and we live over here, we work over here. So we have put everything into having a nice, relaxed place to train any type of martial arts you want. You come in here, and it's just a nice home environment. We got pretty much everything.
They even got their own ring back there.
Ring, couch, big TV,
Yeah, big TV, Xbox.
a sound system.
So what's the easiest way to get in contact over here? And if somebody wanted to join up, what are the steps would they take?
Okay. If anybody wanted to come give it a try, we have a free week. You can come in, just try it out. We want to make sure you're fit, it fits your schedule. We're very fairly priced. The best way to get in touch with us is on social media. If you just go on Southside Martial Arts, you'll see all kinds of stuff for us. We do have a website, smackaugusta.com. So we go by Smack because Southside Martial Arts in there. So we have a nice little.
I didn't even think about that. That's good. Yeah.
We got Justin Bieber getting smacked by Nick Diaz. We actually met Nick Diaz in one of the fights we just went to in Missouri.
I saw the picture. That's
So we were hanging out, and I forgot that I had a shirt on when I was hanging out with him. And I didn't even think about being like, dude, here.
Yeah.
But then her dad did it. Her dad paid the money to get it. He's like, I don't want your autograph. I just want to give you this shirt. You can give it to your brother. Because it's kind of funny. Hopefully it shows back up somewhere. He says thank you.
Yeah.
His brother, I guess, followed a couple people from our school. So
And then how many coaches do we have?
here we have 5 coaches. We have 3 striking coaches, 2 MMA coaches, and 2 jiu-jitsu coaches. So some of us cross. That's more math, but some of us do multiple things. So I got to do striking and do MMA. And then so does Coach Kevin. He does the striking. He does the jiu-jitsu and the MMA.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for watching Happy Hour by Surf Neat. Special thanks to Nathan at Southside Martial Arts. And don't forget to subscribe and hit our like button.